today we riding with someone special. It's our main man, Dan, the New York Giants fan, in the place to be today. What's up, Dan? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you guys? Thanks for having me. Now, I don't know if I want to be a Giants fan today, but I appreciate you calling me that. It's not a good time.
But what are some of your other favorite teams in any sport and some of your favorite players?
Yeah, sure. So I'm New York fan. Just grew up right outside the city, so I'm a Giants fan. I guess unfortunately right now, but you did get 2 Super Bowls, so that was a good time. Then same way, Yankees, Knicks. Those are probably the big 3 for me that I pay attention to. So obviously, growing up in the 90s, Derek Jeter's the guy. Go right into the 2000s. Eli Manning is the guy. The end days of Allen Houston before his knees gave out. That kind of stuff with the Knicks. Melo comes. Eli wins Super Bowls. And now we're just kind of in limbo, I guess is the right word for New York sports.
Aaron Judge, all rise.
I would love nothing more than to give Aaron Judge the C on his jersey, but I think we're going to have to win a wild card game first.
I hear you. So New York limbo it is. Allen Houston was actually one of my favorite players in basketball too. I used to love Allen Houston. Big Allen. I love that team with Sprewell in Houston. And Marcus Camby from Massachusetts. Oh man, that was actually a Knicks team that I actually really liked. So on the flip side of the coin, what are some teams and some players that just hit that nerve?
I guess the obvious place to start is in Massachusetts, in Boston. So that's the easy one. Anyone that played for the Red Sox, I mean, that's just kind of the way you are at the Yankees. Now, you respect some of them, but back in the days of like Jason Varitek and Trot Nixon, or even Pedro, throwing Don Zimmer's neck to the ground, and that was at 04. But I mean, just the whole New York Boston. But I wouldn't trade it for the world because not that many cities have that rivalry that New York and Boston does. Like, I can't, not to take a shot, I guess, at like the Oklahoma City Thunder. I guess maybe they're the Warriors, I guess, like that. But it just doesn't feel the same.
No, it's not.
The crowd, like the town like that, for sure.
When you were replaying your rivalry with Boston, what are some of your favorite sports memories in your timeline as a New York sports fan?
I would go back once again to the Yankees. Now, maybe I'm a front runner as a kid, or maybe I'm just blessed that they started winning. But those really, like 96, I think I was 3 or 4. I start to remember that. But as you start to get older, it's like, this is the hot team in town. The Knicks are starting to get a little good. The Giants make the Super Bowl against the Ravens. I think that was 2000.
Yep.
Yankees are finishing off their kind of dynasty. So it's like a really good time for New York sports. And I remember all those games. Like, I don't want to remember the Giants-Ravens Super Bowl, but I did love the game before against the Vikings, the 41-0 domination. But, it kind of like, we've been on highs, going to limbo in the mid-2000s. And then obviously, how can you not talk about beating the Patriots twice in the span of 4 years, including, the undefeated season. I know, helping out the Jets fans like you, JW, over there, but we try to do our best. But obviously the good times are great. You can remember those. Like, just anytime you win a title, it's truly changing. And that's just coming from a fan. There's no monetary value for me besides the money I'm going to spend on memorabilia, but that's coming out of my pocket. It's not the team helping me out.
Absolutely. No,
that helmet catch. That's why I put my hand. That helmet catch was unbelievable.
Once in a while on a sad day, maybe it's raining outside or it's a little cold, and I'll throw on some 2007 Giants Pats Super Bowl, just like comfort food, just to feel good.
So what would you say is your most forgettable New York sports memory?
I guess maybe the entire last season that the Giants played is probably in the top 5 for now. But I think it starts with Yankees blowing the 3-0 lead to the Red Sox. I think that was a pretty tough pill to swallow, especially because it never happened before. And then I guess, I'll get some basketball in there. Maybe just Amari Stoudemire's knees going out. That was kind of tough. when they had something going, and Roy Hibbert jumping up to stop Melo in Game 6 of the the second round. That still gives me nightmares.
The only time you can put Roy Hibbert's name in something that he did good.